you just did?
Yo, what's good, y'all boys? Welcome back to another episode of the 2 Minute Drill Podcast. It's been a little minute. We had to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? We had to uh, get in the weight room. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit stronger. You know what I'm saying? Work on our game a little bit. We had to do some on the field drills, but we back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Real professional. We got a whole show outlined for y'all boys. It's gonna be a great show. How y'all boys feeling? My team, Jaden, y'all good?
It's feeling good, man. It's been a while. Man.
It's been a
Gotta be
hot
back,
minute.
though.
Gonna have to get back in the. We good though.
Yeah, for sure. Feels good, bro. Feels good. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Where my notes at? Okay. All right. First of all, we just want to say rest in peace to Kyren Lacy, who lost his life at 24. You know, we talked about him a lot on the pod. He was easily all three of one of our favorite receivers. And if you don't believe us, you can go back and you can check. He was on multiple thumbnails. We talked about him all the time. He was easily one of my favorite players in college football. So big RIP to him. Prayers to his family and all that. Anyway.
Why are you smiling?
I was looking at your face. Like, that's not funny. I probably should have not funny. Like,
it's not funny.
Bro, why y'all boys laughing and jump, bro?
Bro, it's not funny. Like, what?
Not
The man died.
I'm saying, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all boys sitting there smiling and jump. Like, come on with that, bro. Y'all boys disrespectful for real.
That junk is not fun, bro. Come on, man.
This man boys sad, bro. Ducking down off the screen like these. I'm like,
I had to pick something up real quick. Like, I look back up and my team. I'm serious. I look back up and my team smiling. Like, come on now.
I literally was doing this the whole time.
Nah,
right.
I was doing that the whole time.
All right, but really, this news is really what made me want to start the podcast back up. We got Nico Iamaleava. How do you say his last name? He's transferring to UCLA. He held out from Tennessee for more money, and Tennessee wasn't going to give it. He then entered the transfer portal and then signed with UCLA for less than he was getting at Tennessee. He signed for $1.5 million a year or whatever, and you know how Cali State tax be hitting. So that junk's really like $800K a year. Come on now. So realistically, what were we doing?
I'm just not understanding. Like, all because he didn't want to go to practice?
No, not necessarily. He asked Tennessee for more money, and they just refused to give it to him. But what I don't understand is why did he go to a worse school for less money in the end? It doesn't make sense to me. But
yeah.
I mean, another question is, why are you asking for that much when you aren't worth that much to begin with?
And then his younger brother also went there, which I do understand wanting to play with your brother for what could possibly be his last year. But at the same time, his younger brother's also a quarterback, so I don't really get that either.
Yeah. Doesn't really make much sense. I do kind of understand the fact that UCLA, they have like a kind of air raid offense, the West Coast offense, which is great for like developing young QBs. And Tennessee's offense isn't really the best. Like, it's kind of like an Ole Miss offense. It's either straight deep ball or you got an RPO. It's really no in between. You're not really reading through your progressions or anything.
I mean, I guess Tennessee was very more run heavy than
well, yeah, that too. They run the ball a lot, and realistically, if they don't have Dylan Sampson, they're not even being as close as good as they were last year. Because Nico definitely underperformed when it came to SEC play. When we saw this man play against it looked like high school teams, he was showing out. But then when it came to conference play, he wasn't keeping up the same production that he was before. So, but yeah, man, that junk's sad. I feel like whoever
that his weapons weren't that good.
You said what?
So you could put it into consideration that his pass catching weapons weren't that good.
I mean, but you got to score.
White is. I mean, he's okay at best. He's not anything crazy. But after that, who else? Drew McCoy.
Bro, he alright too. Like I understand what you're trying to say, but you gotta make something shake.
I feel like every quarterback or every superstar caliber quarterback has at least one very, very good receiver, one elite receiver.
Yeah,
am I wrong?
Not necessarily.
Name me one.
Lenore Sellers.
Like in college or in general?
In college. How?
Lenore Sellers.
Please with that.
No, like, I'm not even glazing. Like he
didn't have. True. I mean,
like he doesn't have a solidified number one.
Okay, we're talking elite quarterbacks here. So he's good. He's not elite yet. Like what are we saying?
Cade Klubnik.
Drew Eller? I mean, Allard. I mean, when you have
he did have DeAndre Lambert Smith, but that's literally it.
Cade Klubnik? What? What do you mean? Tyler Bryant, Antonio Williams is number one receiver. What are we saying? And Jake Brennan-Stool. What we talking about?
Yeah, but you said a really good receiver, like an elite receiver.
Is Antonio Williams and Jake Brennan-Stool not elite? Are them boys not like that?
I wouldn't say elite. They're pretty good. They're
Jake
pretty
Brennan-Stool
good. They're not elite.
One of the best tight ends in.
Yeah, Jake Brennan-Stool, he's elite. He's probably top 5 coming out this year. We should have did tight ends when we made our top 5 list. But anyway,
I have a tight end list.
Huh?
Yeah, I think I said I have a tight end list, but other than that, you got to think like the Shadors, the Gabriels, obviously, Will Howards or whatever. Hey man,
I guess I understand what you're trying to say, but at the same time, Nico definitely underperformed. You're a former 5-star QB. You go to Tennessee, you have high expectations, and then you go and do that in SEC play. If Milroe didn't play so bad against Tennessee, I mean, it's technically a win for both sides. I can see how Nico wanted to get out of that Tennessee offense. It might have hindered his career a little bit, but at the same time, it's good for Tennessee to get, because that something like that's a cancer in the locker room. Come on now, come on.
Yeah,
nobody wants that in there. So yeah, but on the other side, Joey Aguilar, he transferred to UCLA. No, he transferred to Tennessee from UCLA, and they basically swapped sides. And after he transferred,
a lot of people said, "Oh, go ahead."
No, you can go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of people said like the transfer portal and NIL and all that was ruining the College Football Association, because like the aspect of trading players in college, even though that wasn't actually what happened, like the aspect of trading players in college and the fact that they're paying him. I think they said they were paying him more than they were paying Nico, or if not, just about the same. I get what people are saying, but at the same time, I don't think NIL is necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
If anything, I feel like it should kind of motivate players to play better in college.
Okay, well, that just brings up, is NIL and the transfer portal a bad thing? I don't think it's a bad thing, because I'm all for the players. Literally, you can ask Jaden right now. In the fall semester, I had to write a paper, and the topic I chose to write was why NIL was such a good thing. Because I love that players are getting paid when these institutions have been getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars for centuries. The SEC's new TV deal was for like $2.4 billion or something like that. Something crazy. You mean to tell me the players can't get none of that? However, I do feel like it needs some type of regulation, some kind of company to oversee it, because the NCAA isn't doing a thing right now. They just letting them boys get a bag, like a huge bag. Carson Beck got signed for what, $4.5 million? For 1 year? Yeah. And that's Carson Beck. That's Carson Beck.
Like Lane Kiffin said, did you see his definitely suspect? Come on now.
Let's talk about some us, like you play for them. That's besides the point.
Just
But
about.
Jaden, what do you feel about NIL?
How do I feel about NIL?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, if you're gonna be okay, NIL, it's not definitely not a bad thing at all. I feel like players should definitely deserve a part of like the money that the institutions or whatever they're getting, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, they be like overpaying some players though, like
Yeah.
Carson Beck. I mean, and especially in some players, they be going out of their way to ask for more money, like
Yeah.
after they're already getting paid what 2 M's a year or something like that. Now 4.3 million a year. That's like we're talking NFL money. like we're talking that's NFL level money. So I mean that's just crazy.
It's was the only part that I love that players are getting paid as much as they are, right? Because you never know what might happen. We've seen a lot of college athletes be great at the college level, and then they go to the NFL, and they just couldn't play dead in a horror movie, just awful. And so I love the fact that they could get a bag while they can, but I don't like the fact that it's pay to play. You mean to tell me I'm Texas A&M? I'm Texas. What's another school with like a huge bag, like a Florida or something like that? Oregon. I'm one of those big schools. I can literally just pay you 2 M's to come and play for me, and you gonna transfer from your school, however you can. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like that part.
If a player like Ryan Williams was money chasing, he would have went to a completely different school from Alabama. He just wanted to go to Alabama because that's the school he liked the most. A school was willing to offer Ryan Williams $6 million for his freshman year, not guaranteeing that he was going to be like this guaranteed wide receiver one. He gets paid $2 million from Alabama, which is still good, but for a school to throw a 17-year-old $6 million,
nasty word.
Hey, that's not even how he was going to perform.
And
that's what I was saying. Like, it's not guaranteed that he was going to be this generational talent.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. Like Bryce Underwood, we're gonna talk about how he played in the spring game later, but his bag is crazy, and that's just to go to Michigan. Like, what was it? 19 million?
Oh, it was more. Okay, never mind. My bad. I thought it was like 10.
It might have been 10. It might have been 10. Bro, they're gonna change the offense for him. Like,
they don't even pass the ball.
Bro, they're gonna change the offense. They ain't know.
Yeah, they're gonna change it to read option. They still ain't passing.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like if there was someone to get that type of money, Bryce Underwood would be the person he is. We're gonna talk about him later, bro. We're gonna talk about him later. But yeah. Next up, it is being rumored that Cam Scatterboo is falling to the 5th round on some people's draft boards, and that teams aren't too high on drafting him. What do y'all think?
He's fallen, in my opinion, he's fallen to at most 3rd. And the only reason I say he'd fall that low, wait, give me a second. I'm not saying it's because of his skill, because he is probably one of the best he is one of the best running backs in this class. But running backs usually are a first priority position on draft boards. Falling to the 2nd or 3rd round is common for running backs, unless you're Ashton Genty this year.
And
so if he fell like to 2nd or 3rd, I could see that. But 5th, no. That's too low.
People are talking about his size and his speed. Those are the two main things. That's the only. If he had Genty isn't blazing fast, but even if he had Genty level speed, he's easily going at least mid-2nd round.
I mean, yeah, but Genty's still like 5'9". How tall is Cam Scatterboo? Or how big is he?
I think he's like 5'6", like maybe like 210, something like that.
But okay, my thing, right? When you're looking at a running back, you're looking at can they go through contact? Obviously, are they either elusive Are they explosive? Can they go score touchdowns? Right? When you look at Cam Scatterboo, his ability to stay on his feet and break tackles and keep running is about the same level as Alvin Kamara's when he was in college.
Cam, you sure they said they were talking about his size?
What's his size?
He's 5'11", 215. That's
I don't
damn
know.
near
Then
6 foot.
I guess it's just the speed.
Than Genty.
I guess it's just the speed. Then.
Scatterboo, and maybe Scatterboo isn't the fastest, but his ability to break tackles and stay on his feet and run through contact makes up for all of that. If anything, if it was he's the same as running back in his class.
Y'all boys might be different because I know y'all boys like rack school, but me, I'm taking the power back on the elusive back. That's just me. No, I like to see somebody run through somebody else's face, and that's
even
what Scatterboo can do.
Even then, we're talking about rack school. Cam Scatterboo can go out and run a route. Have y'all seen Cam Scatterboo run against Texas? That man was popping off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I could see, because I'm not gonna say that he runs better than Genty, but I mean, like, if you were to take Scatterboo over Genty just because of the receiving ability aspect, because Genty doesn't receive at all. Like he don't do none of that pass catching stuff. But if you were to take
in NCAA, his archetype was receiving back coming into the year. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything. I say, EA trash. So
I'm about to say they're just throwing stats on people. I'm telling you.
Chill, bro. They could sponsor one day.
They showed
that's crazy though. I mean, hey, I ain't about to sit there and lie because you sponsoring. Y'all trash. Like the game's trash.
I've been drinking ice since before you were born.
But if Scatterboo does fall to the 5th round, then I just don't know. If he falls to the 5th round, that's a steal for any team to pick him up.
If Scatterboo falls to the 5th round, Jalen Milroe's going undrafted. Crazy straight, I don't care.
It is a crazy straight.
Well then. Anyway, next segment we got teams are interested in trading for Steelers wide receiver George Pickens ahead of the draft. Number one, I guess it's because DK Metcalf is there and things like that. But number one, why would you trade for him knowing he has character issues? Number two, I mean, the Steelers aren't necessarily shopping him right now. Like, they're not actively looking for a trade. So I really just don't get why you would go out of your way to get George Pickens like that.
Just another Deontay Johnson.
Certain teams don't care as much about character, to be honest. Like, the whole AFC Eagles. North does not care about character.
The Eagles as well.
Shit. The Eagles? Who in the team got bad character?
Carter.
Oh, he ain't lying. You're not lying.
Well, no. Now, he might have changed by now. I'm sure he's definitely matured since then. But literally weeks before the draft, that man got in a I'm not gonna put it the way I was gonna put it. But
I think that AFC in general just has a problem with getting characters with I don't know what it is, but like majority of the players that go to jail for this and that, or have a fight or doing this, that, and the third, it's in the AFC.
Yeah,
and it's always been like that, and it's mostly the AFC North, but it's not just the AFC North.
Yeah,
like Stephon Diggs. Some teams still grab Stephon Diggs and they say he's a locker room cancer, but if you can play ball, you can play ball. Same thing with Deshaun Watson.
I mean, they'll tolerate you until they can replace you. Look at a Deontay Johnson. Look at who's somebody else that Stephon Diggs. He got traded. Who's somebody else that had character concerns that ended up getting traded? There's so many cases of it that
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown is literally a top. He was a top 7. If I have him in my top 10, in my top 5. But if you want to have him, he's at least top 10. If he's not top 10 in your board, I don't know what to tell you. But a top 7 wide receiver of all time in his prime got traded just for character concerns. Come on now. Come on
Man,
now.
Mike Tomlin
Kicking
wasn't playing
people
that.
in the face.
He tried to hurdle. He didn't know.
Why are
He's
we a
not trying to hurt
grown
him.
man playing football
He was
trying to
trying to
kick
hurdle. He
another
didn't know.
grown man in the face?
Oh, Martin, he was trying to hurdle him. Like he was trying to go score a
No, he
touchdown.
wasn't, bro. Hurdling, he could have jumped straight up or he could have jumped forward. That man knew what he was doing.
Well, maybe he jumped, and then as soon as he jumped, he realized he wasn't gonna make it, and he had to come down. So I mean, his foot just landed on his face. I mean, there's nothing he could do.
He literally looked at him while he was doing it.
I'm about to say, you can see him as he's about to connect with the kicker's face. He extends his leg like as if he's like stepping.
Yeah, they seen that. So yeah, mean flag.
Like,
So, I'll say
come on, man.
Myles Garrett got character issues too, but the Browns seem to keep up with it. And he was about to leave, but I don't know what the Browns threw at him that made him stay, because he made a whole letter saying that he was about to leave.
I know what they threw at him.
Anyway.
I knew what they threw at him. They made him.
Man who took his helmet off and said, "Rrr," and they kept him.
Mason Rudolph was asking for it though. Mason Rudolph, he was asking for it though. He wasn't asking for it. You can't lie. What?
But anyway, I know what they threw at Myles Garrett. They made him the highest non-quarterback or non-offensive player of all time.
No, I think he's getting paid more than Jamar Chase. I think.
Well, yeah, the highest non-quarterback of all time.
Oh no, it's Max Crosby, then it's Myles Garrett, then it's Jamar Chase.
Yeah, so something like that. Well deserved, obviously, but you need to tell that's generational wealth. I'm not passing that up just for a Super Bowl ring that I might not get. Come on now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. Well, for one, I'm pretty sure any team in the league would take Myles Garrett.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you're with the Cleveland Browns at that. I literally go with the first team that shot me a deal close to what I want over the Browns. They not going anywhere no time soon.
You want to know something crazy? Since the Eagles have such a young core, the Eagles legitimately could have had a chance at getting Myles Garrett if he hit the market. Like they could have gave him the bag he wanted and kept the team that they have.
Yeah, it would have kept him down the line though.
You know, we call Myles Garrett, but Jerry Jones is slow.
When there was time to pay Kobe Dean, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, when it was time to pay them again, they're gonna be fried.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't stay on a team where my starting running back, who's supposed to be one of the best running backs in the league, can't play over 7 games.
They ain't know.
Nick Chubb? Bro, was this like his first season ever getting hurt? Like, that badly hurt? No, I mean like I'm not that badly. Like,
bro, he's
out
low
for a
key.
smooth season.
I mean, he's definitely very injury prone. Very injury prone. He had like 2 or 3 injuries.
Nick Chubb might be up there with Kawhi. Just at least
I'm so serious. It's not crazy to say.
Kawhi did a good little bit of stuff before he kept getting injured. Nick Chubb ain't done nothing but run for a good couple of yards. Obviously not a couple, but you know what I mean. Like Kawhi won something before he was injury prone. Nick Chubb just rushing champion maybe for a year or 2. That's it.
Nick Chubb that dude though.
Yeah, he definitely tough for sure. But now
we'll see how he does next season if he gets over 800 yards.
Yeah.
All right, better than right now. He get 1,300.
How much?
I bet 5 racks on it.
Anyway, we just gonna ignore that. So next up, this is kind of close to home for us. We all 3 of us, we have a good friend who goes to this university. Limestone University is closing down. Everything is shutting down. The football program, the track program, the basketball program, all the people that were on full
educational ride, the school as a whole is just shutting down.
Yeah. Like
apparently,
all the
apparently, so if they either have to convert to a fully online program, or if they have to shut it down like completely.
Yeah, you want to talk about dead? They okay. They had to get. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, might I add another part of the reason why they also have to pay $6 million is because their coach put cameras inside the female gender locker room.
Nasty word.
Good and cooks, bro. Good and cook.
My thing is, I bet money that coach got a wife too. I bet hardcore cash he got a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like that junk sad.
Good and sad.
They're in debt $32 million. I forgot I don't know what they need $6 million for. I guess that's to get them back on track or whatever. But I mean, how you gonna come up with another?
I mean, but if you gotta
million,
pay $6 million and then you're still in debt, like even if you take that $6 million away off the debt, that's what 26. I mean 26 million. You still gotta make up for.
I mean, but that's just what happens.
What really messed them up was during the 2022 to 2023 school year, they had a deficit of $12.6 million. How does that happen? It's beyond me. I'm not an accountant.
What school year was it?
I want to say
2022 to 2023.
They built a center or something. It was like something had like a library. It had like everything in there, but they built that. No, well, I guess. Oh, I heard this from our good friend that goes to Limestone, but I heard that they built like a new center. You know how like Hayward is? Yeah, but something like that. But they built that knowing good when they couldn't afford that, and it didn't work out. Now you're offering players full scholarships and all that, knowing good well you can't do that. And so now I feel bad for every student, every athlete, all that, because now they got an internet and transfer portal, and they got to find out where to go.
And then you got to think about, like, imagine you had a full ride, like this was the only way you were going to be able to pay for college, unless you got a good GPA. That's ball game.
Yeah.
Sad word. But they're supposed to be holding a reverse college fair on April 25th so that the current students can explore other universities.
Yeah, because that's going to do something.
I mean, it might. That's good for them, though. The fact that they're trying to get their students in better places and stuff like that. Or in different places.
Yeah, but like, what are the odds a transfer student, especially if you're transferring there to get, like, say for instance, if you're going to that school and you went to like a lesser school per se, take your major there for like a year, and then your goal is to transfer to a higher level school. If your GPA still isn't where it needs to be yet, or you still haven't met your athletic expertise, Limestone might have been your last option, and they can't do nothing else.
For sure. So that's ball game. Like
most students can only do so much. Some students are smart. Like, I'm not gonna say people, of course, but some students are smart. They go to or they get accepted to a school that they want to go to, but they can't afford it, so they go to a school like Limestone that's a cheaper option. What option do they got now? They don't have any.
Nah, bro, that's raps, bro. It's raps. But this is the news I've been looking forward to talking about all pod. The NCAA approves rule change to combat faking injuries. The NCAA, if a player fakes an injury and a timeout is needed for a medical staff evaluation, the team will lose a timeout if the ball is already spotted. If the team doesn't have a timeout available, they will receive a 5-yard delay of game penalty. And the SEC has also outlined punishments for teams that are caught faking injuries, including fines and potential coach suspension. What do we think, fellas?
This is only SEC ball?
No.
That's lame.
I mean, there's one team in the SEC that has a huge problem doing it. So that's why the SEC is so heavy on it.
There's only one team that's doing that. I'm saying, bro. Like, so one team that's doing that. It's probably A&M, ain't it? It's A&M. Yeah, it's A&M.
No, that is not A&M.
Yeah, I just know it's not Ole Miss.
It's definitely Ole Miss.
Cam. By chance, is this team in Mississippi?
Oh yeah, for sure.
No.
In
No.
Oxford, matter of fact.
Is the team not Mississippi State?
It's not Mississippi State.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, it is Mississippi State.
No, it's not. But I love this because you're not about to just sit here and play in my face and fake an injury, just so your just so your team can get some rest. I feel like the SEC, they need to be heavy on this. If we see a single fake injury, Lane Kiffin needs suspended for the rest of the season. So
rest of the season.
Yeah.
Off of faking an injury?
If you see somebody fake an injury, get a hammer, give the player a real injury, go on to the next play.
Hey, facts though. Some people were kind of complaining about this, saying like, imagine they have an actual injury and they don't find out, blah, blah, blah. Realistically, if you're injured, Jaden, you've been injured, when the injury happens, you're not going to wait till after the ball is spotted to say something about it. You're going to fall to the ground, right?
Well, I was about that. That's the rule that the coach.
Or you're going to run to the sideline, either one.
When I got injured sophomore year, if it's a leg injury, you either limp, you limp your way off to the sideline, or the coach hit you with one of these. Tell you to get down.
If it's a cramp, you cook. I promise you, you're not running nowhere. You're gonna fall right on that ground.
Yeah, I'm talking about when I sprained my ankle sophomore year. I didn't know what to do, and they didn't tell me to fall down. So like they literally had to carry me off to the side.
Hey.
Isn't that the same thing they did with you? Because you couldn't walk.
When I broke it? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Jink and Huggins and you carried me off. Yep.
Of course.
Yeah, I got carried off, but I think it was CJ and Jink.
Hey. Nah, I love that, man. I don't really got too much more to say about that. But you know what I'm saying? What we're about to talk about next, I look up to him as a role model. Right? I love watching that show. Love watching that show. Shannon Sharp being sued for $50 million a week after getting a $100 million contract. Now,
he didn't do it.
I don't believe he did it, right? I don't believe he did it. But I got two things. Why are you talking to a 19-year-old as a 50-year-old man?
25.
She's not 25. She's 19.
No.
I'm telling you, my team
was 25.
Okay.
I did my research today.
I did my research too.
She was 25, and she offered Shannon Sharp $25K to hit, and he paid it. So it wasn't rape because she asked for it.
BBC is reporting Shannon Sharp, a Super Bowl champion and host of a popular podcast. Can y'all grow up? Like, can y'all grow up? BBC is reporting Shannon Sharp, a Super Bowl champion and host of a popular podcast, has been named in a sexual assault lawsuit. The lawsuit was brought by a woman who alleges Mr. Sharp used his fame to manipulate, control, subjugate, and violate women. I don't think that part's true. The accuser, who was 19 at the time she met Mr. Sharp in 2023, says in a legal filing that the pair had a nearly 2-year relationship, during which time Mr. Sharp was aggressive and allegedly raped her. The suit seeks more than $50 million in compensatory and punitive damages.
Well, in his defense, 19 is still legal.
My team, you gonna get us canceled so fast.
It's
like,
still legal.
Can we get on first? Can we get a platform first? Yeah, Dave.
Go ahead.
Okay. But even then, even if he didn't do it, let's get into some of these messages. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me.
Look.
I mean, clearly she's consenting to it. That's not what I'm arguing, my team. Like,
No,
like,
wait, Cam,
okay,
did you hear the video recording?
yes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, video recording was kind of bad, but
I'm not gonna lie, it is even bad.
He just threatened to do it. He didn't do it.
Like he can literally just say that's how we talk.
Role play.
All right. Speaking of role play, the next quote: "Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. Then you can do whatever you want to me."
How old are we? How old are we saying something like that?
She's a kid.
She don't know.
She's a kid.
She's the same age as y'all.
Okay, I know not to say some junk like that. Like what?
That's just outright crazy, bro. What?
Some females might think differently for $25,000. You don't know. I mean, you don't know what you would say for $25,000.
Well, actually, it's $25 a cheat.
It's $50,000.
Anyway, the next one. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and then marry you.
Whoa.
Come on now. Come on.
What did that have to do with grape, though?
He's showing this is consent. I just think it's funny because the next one says, that's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in.
Yeah. I remember your age talking about that one.
The next one says, you better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in you. What? Why are we doing race play? Why?
She want her baby to be athletic. She want her baby to be athletic.
Bro, he going to be light-skinned with curly hair, wearing a chain and talking to females. He's not going to be in the field for real.
Yes, he
would he not still be
black?
Do
you know who his father and his uncle would be? Like, he gonna be in that field.
He said barely. What does that even mean?
Son doesn't even play sports, so it's technically
his father would be Shannon Sharp and his uncle would be Sterling Sharp. He'd be in that field. He ain't gonna have no choice.
Bro, Shannon's son doesn't even play, but even Shannon's son isn't half white. If he's half white, he's definitely not. Matter of fact, we're live.
If
so
he's half
white,
he might become a tight end or an offensive lineman himself.
That's the only positions they can play my team.
When
they can play backer too.
Who?
They can play backer too.
Oh, okay.
Like, come on, though.
Bro.
This is definitely crazy. Do I think Unc did it? No, I don't. But I feel like I know too much about his sexual life for my liking. Like, I don't need to know all this.
I mean, bro, we already knew he was active with Michelle, bro.
I'm not like
being greedy.
That's my point.
Trying to take bro money.
That's my point. Like, I feel like I know too much about this. Like,
if people can say Deshaun didn't do it, I can say Shannon didn't do it.
Deshaun did it.
I mean, yeah, I know, but if people can say he didn't do it, then Shannon didn't do it.
Shannon did do it. I don't think he did it. I just don't want to know all that. But moving on, and to our next segment, hot debate. Which team do you think needs to hit on this draft the most to save their season or their front office? I promise you, Mati, we on the same page. I promise we on the same page.
You said to save their team? I'm on the South. I would say either them or us.
As soon as I saw this prompt, I was like, oh yeah. I mean, honestly, the Panthers will be fine if they're not that good because the Panthers haven't been that good for a while, and there's not really that much expectations. But you expect the Cowboys to be good. Even the Cardinals.
We need either a
Tell
star
them we need
receiver. We need either a star receiver, a star running back, or some type of DB. So maybe even a backer. I'll take a backer too, to be honest.
Yeah. The Cowboys are definitely more than one position away. You need a great draft.
Because I'll say for passing on both sides of the ball, we're decent. The exact opposite goes for running. For running offensively and defending the run, we suck. Like suck is an understatement.
Yeah.
We need some
trash.
Need people who can stuff the inside, and we need people who can run up the middle.
Trash.
I think it was the line though, because Rico Dowdle's not a bad back.
Yeah, he's not a bad back. That's what he's saying. Like, to be honest, you could definitely do better than Rico Dowdle. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, yeah, but when you got a team who prefers to play two running backs instead of just like one pure starting back, and one running back is Rico Dowdle and the other is Zeke.
Hey.
Yeah, and then also again, majority of our team or our starters anyway got injured this season, and the defense couldn't stop a cold.
Sure couldn't. But yeah, I feel like for me personally, I feel like there's only two teams you could go. You could go the Steelers and you could go the Cowboys. Let me break it down. The Cowboys, because they're the Cowboys, and they need a lot of help. A lot of help. And they have expectations to actually be good. The Steelers, because they have expectations to be good. And I feel like they have expectations to be pretty decent. But I feel like if the Steelers don't actually do that well this year, Tomlin is out of there. My personal opinion. I feel the Steelers are definitely a very team, family environment, right? They're not going to just let you go. But come on now. It's been 10 years since a playoff win. Come on now. We made the playoffs just about every year.
I was going to say either us, the Texans, the Jets, or the Seahawks.
The Jets too. Yeah, I can see that.
Because A-Rod only got but so long. If I was the Jets, I'd go get a quarterback. That's just me.
They already have one. They already have one. They got Fields.
Aaron only got but so long.
Yeah, Aaron's not on the Jets anymore.
Is it?
No, they got Justin Fields now.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're not going to disrespect Justin Fields like this. Don't do that.
But to piggyback off of the Texans, I feel like if you're the Texans, you want to win as fast as possible because you don't want to wait until you have to pay CJ Stroud again. Once CJ Stroud is off that rookie contract and he's demanding 42 million a year, I mean, you can try to build something around him, but the time is now. You have a young Nico Collins, you have a young CJ Stroud, you have a very good Derek Stingley, you have some key pieces, and you just need to build a good team around those key pieces, and you'll be fine, I promise.
I mean, CJ Stroud did underperform this year, in my eyes.
I mean, I feel like that's O-line play. You look at the O-line play, it was not good at all. That's a lot to throw at a sophomore who has a lot of expectations because he had a good rookie year. He has a lot of expectations, and then you throw bad O-line play on top of that. I feel like that he was bound to play bad.
Cam, can I say something to franchise real quick?
Yeah. I mean, good day. I mean, good day.
Is that 80?
It's 60-46.
It's 14 points. Like,
I mean,
what?
Yeah, but it's 60 at halftime.
I mean, that's cool and all, but it's only 14 points.
That's cool and all.
Like Jalen Green and Terry Eason dude are over there having a ball game.
I mean, I hope they're at home. I mean, come on now.
Dude you call Shampoo has 13, 7, and 2 at half.
That is Shampoo. I mean, it's gonna be all good. Second half, I'm bounce back. I promise you, if we manage to come back and snag this win in Houston, we're winning the series. Series is over with. I promise you. Because when we go back home, it's over with. They're not beating us at home, I promise you. That's just facts.
Okay, buddy. We're gonna talk about what we have that series going to in a little bit, because I promise you, I got a mean little take on that. But next up, we got NFL Draft Talk, our next segment. Now we're gonna start this segment off with talking about our top 5 for quarterback, running back, wide receivers, and corners. We're gonna start off with Jaden. Jaden, who is your top 5 quarterbacks coming out the draft?
My top 5 quarterbacks. So to start this list, quarterbacks, you got to go number 1, Cam Ward. I mean, led the league in but just about every stat as a quarterback. I mean, he's the best quarterback undisputedly in the draft, right? Number 2, I give it to Shador. You know what I'm saying? I give it to Shador.
I'll give it to Shador.
I mean, yeah. Okay, look. Okay, I give it to Shador. I mean, Shador, he had a phenomenal season, right? Georgia retired, whatever, right? Cool. Number 3, I had Dart. I could have threw Dart at 2. I could have threw Dart at 2. I don't feel like that's crazy. I don't feel like that's crazy. I could have threw Dart at 2. No, like that's not crazy.
Miles ahead of Jackson.
No, what? Absolutely not. You crazy? Miles better?
I'm taking Dylan. I'm taking Dylan over Jackson Dart.
Dylan who?
Right. You got next person.
Oh, we're talking about Dylan Gabriel. No, next up, I got Milroe. Even though Milroe had an off season, I still feel like Miro is a really good prospect coming at this draft. And then number 5, I was going to throw Tyler Show in here, but I didn't. I threw Dylan Gabriel instead. I feel like Dylan Gabriel is the most accurate quarterback in the NCAA right now.
Y'all boys sleeping.
Well, not right now, but
y'all boys sleeping. My team,
ain't nobody sleeping.
My team, who's your top 5 quarterbacks coming out the draft this year?
List pretty similar. We got Cam at the 1. I feel like that's the easy part. We got Shador at the 2. For me, that was very interchangeable because I was thinking about putting Shador at 1 for a second, but Cam Moore's like Cam Moore's like a lot more versatile in my opinion. And like I feel like he's gonna have to try more in the NFL. I feel like in college he was just trying new stuff out. Then I put Dylan Gabriel at 3. That's just me.
Tripping. You tripping.
We threw who at the 3?
Because I think Dylan Gabriel's a really good passing quarterback.
I should have thrown Will Howard in here. That's why I should have thrown in here. I should have thrown Will Howard.
That man is trash.
What? Will Howard is not. You tripping? You think Will Howard trash? I would have threw Will Howard over Dylan Gabriel. That's what I should have did, but I didn't do it.
Anyway, we got Jackson Dart at 4. Really could have went lower, but I put Mildew at 5.
This is hating. Like,
for no reason. You do not have Dylan Gabriel above him like that. Like you don't. You really don't. I just don't believe that.
I'm so serious.
So
You know, this what happens when your friends repost the quarterbacks they put at 3 instead of their friends for their birthdays. But
Yeah, I ain't lying. That is true. I promise you, I ain't
What
get no
does that have
birthday
to do
post.
with anything?
But Jackson Dart got one.
What does that have to do with
the
anything?
man posted Curry for his birthday, but Cam and Jaden,
Hey.
nope.
I'm about to say, chat. I've been best friends with Jaden since what? We've been best friends since the summer going into 10th grade. Didn't get no birthday post. Me and my team locked in with Jaden since what? Summer going into 11th grade?
My freshman year, because when we had Miss Hamilton class together, that's really when we started being friends. And this man posted Curry on his birthday and not me.
That's Steph. Like, what? I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about. It's Steph.
Y'all boys want to know something? Madison knew it was your birthday somehow, right? She was like, "Why you ain't post Jaden for his birthday?" She was like, "Why you ain't post Jaden for his birthday?" I was like, "Cause he posted Steph Curry and didn't post me." She said, "That's fair." Come on now.
Well, who cares what she says? Like, let's give it a bug now. Like,
he's got a point.
I understand.
Anyway, my team. Who'd you have at 5?
Mildew.
It's not that man's name.
That is that man's name.
No. All right. Hold on. Somebody asked me what's my top 5.
Yo, so Cam, what's your top 5 quarterbacks?
My top 5 quarterbacks coming out the draft. Number 1, I got Cam Ward. That's pretty self-explanatory. He can create plays out the pocket. He has the easiest, best abilities in this draft class. But number 2, I'm gonna go Shador. That's also pretty self-explanatory. I feel like there's a huge gap between Cam Ward and Shador. Cam Ward is literally the only very, very, very good quarterback coming out. There's definitely some talent with the other guys, but I feel like there's a huge gap between Cam Ward and Shador. And then next up, I have Jackson Dart. I'm gonna give him his props. I'm not gonna hate like my team. Jackson Dart, he's definitely very good. He has a very good deep ball, good vision, unless it's in the clutch, obviously. Then number 4, I have Will Howard. I threw Will Howard in at 4. He's a proven winner. He's very overhated.
But above Milrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna put him above Milrow because he's 6'4", 230, 240, if I'm not mistaken, and he moves like he doesn't just have like decent QB speed. Like he can move. Will Howard can move for sure. And he has a decent arm. He's the reason for Jeremiah Smith's success, if we be real. So I threw Will Howard in there. And he's really the only one on this list who's won something for real. So next up we got Milrow. He has the highest ceiling. Actually, other than Ken Ward, he has the highest ceiling in this draft class, but he has one of the lowest floors out of the people I've named. So he could be very bad, but if he's put in the right situation and he develops good, he could easily be one of the best quarterbacks to come out this draft class. And from my honorable mentions, I had Dylan Gabriel and Kyle McCord, because Kyle McCord can sling that rock. I promise you he can.
That's fair,
yeah. So next up we got running backs. Jaden, who's your top 5 running backs coming out the draft?
All right, man. So my top 5, obviously one Genty. I mean, you can't go anybody else. There can't go anybody else, right? For my number 2, and I had this down, but I'll flip it real quick. I'll go Trey Henderson at 2. I mean, when you look at a back, when you talk about versatile, you look at Travion Henderson. He can pass catch, run through contact. He's elusive. He's fast. I mean, he has the whole package, right? Number 3, I went Scatterboo. I went Scatterboo at 3.
3?
Scatterboo. Yes, I went Scatterboo at 3. I feel like, bro, Scatterboo, you know what I'm saying? I watched some film the other day. Bro, his ability to run through contact is so crazy. Dude, he ran one time, he broke like 10 tackles, I kid you not. Like that dude, he's a beast, bro. And I promise you, he's gonna prove that in the NFL. For number 4, I went with Amarion Hampton. I didn't really watch too much of Amarion Hampton this year. I mean, I did watch film the other day. Dude's nice, obviously. But moving on. Number 5, I went with, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna go with Judkins, but I went with Dylan Sampson instead. I feel like Dylan Sampson is gonna be like another maybe DeAndre Swift or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that kind of running back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's gonna be good. That's my 5, man.
I can get with that. I guess that's all right. Martin, who's your top 5 running backs?
Ooh. It's not the same as his, but I switched most of the spots. Besides, like Genty.
Okay, Martin, who's your top 5?
I put Genty at the 1. That's undisclosed. Like, if there was a unanimous MVP award, it would obviously go to him. I put Amarion at my 2 because I feel like he's like majority of that UNC offense, low key. Like, he would not be where they are.
The only thing of that UNC offense.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he is that offense. I put Trey at 3 because I feel like he's the better back for OSU. And I feel like he has that ability to run through and be elusive. And I feel like that's something a lot of teams need from a running back. Most teams have one or the other, unless you get like that special type of person. I put Caleb Johnson at 4.
It's not.
I felt like he was majority of that offense too.
That's fair.
I put Judkins at 5, and then my honorable mentions are Scatterbull at 6, Dylan at 7, Trevor at 8.
That's fair.
I feel like that's a solid list.
That's a pretty solid list. I'll be real. Yeah, you thought we was about to be mad at you. Y'all really about to be mad at me. My top 5 running backs coming out the draft this year. Obviously, I got Genty at 1. I should have won the Heisman. We're not going to get too much into that. I got Amarion Hampton 2. I feel like other than Genty, he's really the most complete back. He has pretty marginal speed. He has pretty good power. Can't really go wrong there. I threw Judkins at my 3, and I'm going to explain it. I feel like his skill set, I feel like it'll translate to the NFL. It's really 3A and 3B. You can switch them out, to be honest. But I feel like Judkins will be a little bit better in the NFL. And I don't think that's crazy to say. I threw Travion at my 4. Great speed, great contact balance as well. Played for the national championship team. Not really much you can say there. I threw Scatterbull at my 5. He's a dog. You want somebody who's gonna give you his best effort every single down, every single play. You get a Scatterbull. Come on now. And then for my honorable mention, I threw a Caleb Johnson and a Dylan Sampson in there. That's my list.
It's pretty straight.
Yeah, I had the best list. We're gonna get them boys. Hey, y'all boys watching, make sure y'all comment down below who had the best list for each position.
I would have flopped in the Judkins though.
I would say I had the best running back list, but that's just me.
No, I don't think so. Jaden, who's your top 5 wide receivers coming out the draft?
Number 1, everybody might say McMillan this, McMillan that. I go Emeka Egbuka 1. Bro, okay. If you're a coordinator or a GM, whatever, you're looking at the board, right? You want to know what receiver to go with. I feel like Emeka Egbuka is the safest option. He's a really good slot possession receiver. You know what I mean? Like, he can route run. His run after catch is pretty good. His catch radius is pretty good. I mean, I just feel like you got to go Emeka, right? 2, I went with McMillan. Now, McMillan, okay, the thing about McMillan is when it comes to running routes, it may not be the best, right? But
Definitely.
In terms of catching the ball, his catch rate is by far the best in all of college football, if not for Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? Like, at the point of attack, You need a go ball, lob it up to him. I promise you coming down with it. I promise you coming down with it.
Yeah.
We go after that. I went Matthew Golden. I feel like he's gonna be a nice speedster, deep threat. He also can run routes, run at the catch is really good. You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm keeping it up. I didn't know him before this year. I didn't. All I knew was Isaiah Bond. I thought he was about to be the star in Texas. Whole time it wasn't even him. Matthew Golden. Number 4, I went Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Do you need to say anything? I mean, like freak athleticism, like catch ratings is on point. I mean, like Travis and his rack ability is by far probably best out of any receiver here. And number 5, I went with Luther Burden. Luther Burden, he's gonna be a nice slot receiver. I can see him being like a Josh Downs type receiver. Definitely a slot guy. It reminds me a little bit of Deebo Samuel as well, coming out the backfield. You know what I'm saying, like a running back or whatever. But that's my 5. I guess my honorable mentions. Do I even have any?
Go ahead and say it.
Who?
Go ahead and say it.
If I be Trey Harris, if I be Trey Harris, I'll probably have to go Tez Johnson and I don't know who else up there.
All right. That's
am I good now?
Yeah, Martin, what's your top 5 running backs?
My list is pretty similar. I think I literally swapped like 2 places with your list. Well, no, probably like 3. I got T-Mac at 1. I've been hyping up T-Mac since like the beginning of the season. I know he plays in a weaker conference, but I still feel like he's the best college-wise receiver going into this draft. And he should have won receiver of the year, him or Nick Nash in my eyes. But that's a conversation for another day. I got Mishka Maska, Mickey Mouse, and Mika Ibuka at the 2. You know, he's nice.
You mean Ooga Booga? You mean Ooga Booga Booga?
Right. You know, when you got a Heisman level quarterback throwing him the ball, have a great season. You get projected high in the draft. Got Matthew Golden at the 3. Little undersized, but his route running ability makes up for it. He had a great college football season. I feel like it's going to pan out in the NFL. We got Luther Burden at the 4. As long as his injury from college gets out the way, he's a great size receiver. Some people do talk about his speed, but his hands are great. I feel like he will pan out in the NFL as well. I put Trey Harris at my 5. And the only reason why I put Trav as an honorable mention is because he wants to play both in the league, and he very well might. But some rumors say that if he had to play one position, it would probably be corner. So that's the only reason why I put him in honorable mentions.
So I think you got to go with me there. For me, my top 5 receivers coming out the draft this year. I have number 1 Trav. He has the best athleticism. Obviously his route running, he has better route running than like a T-Mac or something like that. His route running, if you were to rate it 1 through 10, it would be like an 8. Like nothing crazy, nothing to write home about. But he still gets the job done, and he has the best catch radius, the best hands coming out this year. So I got Trav at my 1. I got Amika at my 2. Big fan of Amika. Hope he does great in the NFL. A great slot guy. He can really surgical with his route running, if that makes sense. I got Luther Burden at my 3. Once, like Jaden said, he's a Deebo Samuel. He's a big dude. You look for somebody to only play in the slot. He is a big dude. So I feel like that'll translate to breaking a lot of tackles in the NFL. He could work on his speed, but that's really just about it. Matthew Golden, he would be higher. He has the highest potential out of this draft class, by being real. but I haven't seen enough from him. Like he had a decent year. Don't get me wrong, he had a pretty good year, but I need to see if he would have had like a 1,100-yard receiving season, then we'd be having a different conversation. Number 5 hot take. I threw Andrew Armstrong in there. You lead the SEC in receiving yards, and you mean to tell me nobody's looking your way? Nobody? You lead the SEC in receiving yards. I understand there's not many people on that Arkansas
that's what happens
team.
when you're the only receiver on the team that gets the ball.
I understand that.
Put it this way, right? If you're going to throw Andrew Armstrong, you got to throw Trey Harris before him. You got to realize Trey Harris, he went. He didn't play 5 games and led the SEC in receiving yards for how long? Like what? 5-6 weeks? I'm talking miles ahead of every receiver in the SEC.
That was really early in the SEC play. That was really early in the SEC play. Like they hadn't even really. I don't think South Carolina had really even played Ole Miss by then. I don't think so.
We didn't.
What does that have to do with anything?
That means if I go and play against Eau Claire and I go and play against C.A. Johnson before I start playing my region, my stats are going to be inflated.
Oh, please. I feel like I didn't play nobody.
It doesn't matter.
Now it doesn't
very
matter.
Consistent throughout the season. No, like I'm saying Trey Harris, even though he obviously did get injured, we're not going to sit here and knock him. But Andrew Armstrong led the SEC in receiving yards. Like, not really much else to say. And then for my honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Wait,
go ahead.
I got an announcement.
What?
Breaking news, actually. The Titans just signed Tyler Lockett.
Wow.
Okay.
This is crazy news to be getting on the pod. How do we feel about that?
He's trash. What?
He is not trash.
His production has definitely dipped, but I feel like that'll be a good target for Cam Ward.
Like, I mean, he's wide receiver. He was wide receiver 3 on his team. But like JSN and DK Metcalf are pretty high caliber.
I must say Jigga nice. So I mean,
that's not that man.
There's nothing you able to do. And all I was saying, Cam, if you didn't throw Andrew Armstrong in there, you had to throw Trey Harris above him. Simply because of that.
I don't think so, bro.
I mean, because you look at it, right? Let's say Trey Harris never got hurt. He's finishing the season with what? 1,500 maybe? Something like that?
Who's to say I don't like Andrew Armstrong's tape better than Trey Harris's?
Okay, well, I mean, if you do, then that's that. But if we're going on production, then I don't know.
I mean, I guess Trey Harris is an honorable mention, but I mean, I just like Andrew Armstrong more if I'm being real. And I throw T-Mac in there as an honorable mention. I really don't see what a lot of people see.
I just realized that you didn't even have him top 5?
No, I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. You look at I don't know who. I don't think he'll pan out well in the NFL. People compare him to a Drake London or a Mike Evans, but both of them, they were better route runners. They were more refined route runners coming out of college. Drake London, he moved very well for his size.
Not a lot of tall receivers usually are great route runners the first, sometimes even 2 to 3 seasons into their career. For instance, Keon Coleman. One of his main problems is route running. And I still think he has a chance to be a great receiver. Now, will he be better than Xavier Worthy? And were the Bills smart for trading that pick? Probably absolutely not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, but
he'll be better than Xavier Worthy.
He still has potential to be the leading receiver on the Bills for a long time.
Who can be better than Xavier Worthy?
I'm saying Keon Coleman is not better than Xavier Worthy.
Oh, I can't say he's gonna be better than Xavier Worthy.
I'm still in the Keon Coleman hype train.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I
When you're not
honestly don't know
involved in the
why.
offense, it kind of makes sense. Oh, why your production looks the way it does.
I mean,
Okay,
you
bro.
got debatably the best quarterback in the league with a very mediocre defense, so the offense gets a lot of snaps, and you're still not producing numbers.
I mean, I guess my team. But what I got to do with Keon Coleman?
Everything that I just said.
Anyway, yeah, but even if you want to compare him to a Keon Coleman, C-Max, I feel like he's probably better at the high point than Keon Coleman, but he doesn't move nearly as well as the people that compare him to. So I don't feel like he'll translate well. He'll be out of the league in 5 years. But who are your Jaden? Who's your corners coming out the draft this year?
Corners, definitely first Will Johnson. That's not even up for debate. It's not close. No corner is close to Will Johnson, right? Number 2, I was gonna go Trav. I went with Jahdae Barron instead though. Now Jahdae Barron, hey, he showed me something. He showed me something this year because I promise you, just like Matthew Gordon, I did not know who that was at the start of this year. I promise you, I didn't. Watching his tape, that man is gonna be nice in the league. I promise you. Number 3, I went with Travis Hunter. I mean, self-explanatory. I mean, he's a freak athlete. His athleticism is the reason why he's so good. Literally. Number 4, I went with Trey Amos. Now say play for Ole Miss, so you know how to throw him in there. I mean,
one of the rare players I'll give a couple claps for on Ole Miss.
Yeah, man. I mean, Trey Amos. When you think of lockdown, that's really what he was. You know what I'm saying? So, and then number 5, I got Maxwell Harrison from where's he from? He's from Kentucky, right? He's from Kentucky. That's my 5.
Okay.
I disagree for a lot of those, but
okay.
I'm gonna say my corners list.
Is Devontae Jackson coming out?
No, he's in another.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. All right, I'm about to say that.
I'm gonna say my list, but my ball knowledge with corners is not as good, so bear with me. I do got Will Johnson at the 1. That's not up for debate. I put Trav at my 2. Only because I feel like, for one, Trav plays corner better than he does receiver. And he was one of the best corners to come out this class, and it's frankly not even close. Like Franchise was saying, with his athleticism that relates on offense, it's the same thing on defense. He catches balls at DV just like he does a receiver. And not a lot of corners can do that. That's the reason they play corner in the first place. At my 3, I got Trey Amos. Like I said, that's one of the rare Ole Miss players. I'll give their props.
Jahdae Barron?
At my 4, I got Darian Porter.
Oh, that's a mean pick. That's a smooth pick. Bro, I forgot all about Kobe Bryant too.
At my 5, I got Denzel Burke.
Are we serious?
Do you?
Are we serious?
I said my corner knowledge wasn't that good, bro.
Oh yeah, we see. We can tell. Denzel Burke? Talk about mid.
Well, for my top 5 corners coming out, obviously I have Will Johnson at my 1, very technically sound. Very technically sound. Number 2, I went Trav. Very good technique, but he's also a great ball hawk. I don't feel like you can make a corner list without having him in the top 2, simply because even if he didn't play receiver, I still take him over the next couple guys I'm about to name. Next up, I have Jahdae Barron, locked down the SEC. Come on now, not really much more to say. Number 4, I went a name that I'm pretty sure Jaden probably forgot about, or else he would have had him in his. I went Ben Morrison. Ben Morrison.
Oh shoot!
I would be more.
I just remember somebody I should have put in my 5 instead of Denzel.
Bro, I knew I was forgetting somebody. Ben
Cam, why did
Marston.
I not put O'Donnell there, bro?
I know why. I know why.
I
Because he
could
doesn't
have
deserve
put
to be there.
him there.
Who?
O'Donnell.
Fortune O'Donnell.
Am I telling me who that is? Or?
Bro, the corner from USC, South Carolina, U of SC.
Oh my god.
Bro, he's good.
Is he better than anybody that can't buy the name right now?
I said I would put him at 5 over Denzel Burke.
Nah, you got. I'm taking.
better
But
names
yeah,
than
like
that.
I said, number 4, I got Ben Morrison. Very locked down. Very, very good corner. Number 5, I went to Trey Amos. Not really much more to say. I don't want to give him too much props.
Bro,
But for my honorable mention,
all year, how did I forget about that man, bro?
my honorable mention, I went Siobhan Revel. When you look at it, he kind of reminds me of a Revis. Obviously, he's not as even close as good as Revis, but he's very, very patient, very, very technically sound. Not really much of a ball hawk, but he'll shut down a whole side of the field. He just didn't play against as good as competition as the other guys I've named. Everybody else I named paid power 4. But yeah, we'll see how he does. I hope he does great. That's my top 5.
Am I the only one who F's with Darian Porter?
I mean,
Darian Porter,
he's not top 5.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
Top 5. But next question is, who is your biggest sleeper quarterback coming out the draft?
It's either Tyler Show or it's Kyle McCord.
Okay,
It's honestly a toss up.
I agree with Kyle McCord. I disagree with Tyler Show. Tyler Show is 30 years old, and from what I've seen, he doesn't really stick out on tape to me. To me, he's just another guy. I don't know if maybe I have no ball knowledge, but Tyler Show, he's not really that good to me, and he's not really going to develop that much at the next level. So I was
gonna say
Tyler Show's on me. Yeah, looking like Bo Nix though, because Bo Nix is
yeah,
good and old.
But Bo Nix, he was out there. Pause. He was out there slinging that junk. Like Bo Nix was getting the job done. Tyler Show, he was all right. He was calm.
I was gonna say Tyler Show, or if you count it, I was gonna say JJ McCarthy, because technically this would be his rookie season. Technically,
I guess. But
and I feel like he's gonna fit in good with the Vikings offense.
For sure.
Oh, he was slinging that rock before he.
Facts.
Yo, hello.
Yo.
What
I
happened?
don't want to hear you talk about me. No.
He got point.
All we heard was he was slinging that rock before, and then it cut off. This man good lagging, boy.
Phenomenal.
All right, okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, bro. That's it. All right.
Okay. Anyway, my sleeper QB, I'm taking Will Howard. He's a tall, big quarterback. He reminds me of a Josh Allen kind of. I feel like he's about the same speed as Josh Allen. Maybe not as much power. Maybe not that much dog as Josh Allen. But he has like the size of Josh Allen. And obviously his arm strength isn't even close to as good as Josh Allen. But he's a lot more accurate than Josh Allen was coming out of college. You look at when you turn on Will Howard tape, you might think, oh, there's no deep ball, oh, blah, 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 he looks stale. If you look at the accuracy on the slants and the glances or whatever he's throwing, the comebacks, Are you saying that because he's white?
No.
What?
I got Dylan Gabriel on my top 5 list. And Jackson
He's
Dart.
not white.
Yes, he is.
He's in.
Jackson Dart.
I mean, I guess, but
I guess.
and he's a proven winner.
Not only for one, I would hope Will Howard would be good with the offense that he got. Like, what the world?
I understand
that's why we
that,
down
but
so much.
what we're not going to sit here and do is pretend like Will Howard wasn't a dog at K-State.
Oh, Jimmy Butler got hurt. Yeah, series cooked. Series over with.
And then
Series over with.
For two, y'all know I got a personal vendetta against that man.
What? Oh, Ultimate Team?
Trash, bro. Can't throw the ball 40 yards.
Hey.
Help.
What's that nigga? He can't run. Can't run for nothing.
He really.
Oh, John.
Wait, you're talking about Ultimate Team, right?
No, I'm talking about in general.
Well, Howard?
He can barely run.
Whoa, are we watching the same Will Howard?
Nah, he don't got that dog. He ain't no Milrow. Like he's just gonna bend the corner and get out of there.
I'm not saying he can't leave. I'm not saying he can't leave the pocket, but he's definitely more of a playmaker than he is like a fast quarterback. Like he runs if he has to, like an A-Rod.
He runs more often than an A-Rod though. Like he can.
I said
run.
Mahomes.
Yeah, like a Mahomes. Yeah, he's probably
not comparing Will Howard to Mahomes.
Here you go with that jump. We talking about his running ability.
I compare him to like Joe Flacco.
What?
Let's go to the next segment before my blood pressure get risen, whatever. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to build the perfect quarterback from this draft class. So we're going to go section by section and pick the best traits. Like, okay, you're going to see. Starting off with arm strength, who has the best?
I see it. Thank you. I see it. Jalen Green got 30 points. I see it, bro. I see it. He's 10 of 21, 6 of 15 from deep. So, I mean, I have 30 points too from shooting that many shots. Best arm strength. Curry needs help, bro. He needs help. Butler got hurt. That's ball game. Like,
bro, no one else on the team has more than 8 points.
Yeah, ball game. Like I said, Curry need help. Ball game. That's it. It's over with. But as far as arm strength go, I have to go.
No, wait. Is this just quarterbacks going to the draft or quarterbacks that played college this year? Oh,
just going out the draft.
But throw a mean DJ Lagway in there.
For me, it's either Cam Ward or Jackson Dart. I lean Cam Ward, probably just personal bias, but it can go either way.
Bias.
What? I like Cam Ward. What's wrong with that?
Can be biased on here, like
okay, I'm taking Cam Ward either way.
No, you're not. I go Cam Ward too.
Arm strength though.
Yeah.
I might have put Shedeur for arm strength.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Bro, one thing Shedeur can do is he can throw a Hail Mary.
I mean, he can.
He proved
that. Cam Ward's arm strength over there.
I would have put Cam Ward for vision.
Okay. Well, next up, we got you. Yeah. Realistically, you could go 3 guys. Like you could go a Shedeur. Shedeur makes something out of nothing. Cam Ward makes something out of nothing. Jackson Dart makes something out of nothing. Well, no, Jackson Dart doesn't make something out of nothing, but he He sees like
this man Cam
sees.
Ward will literally sit in the pocket like these. Look back there. He see a DN coming, run around on the outside, run outside before he gets hit. If not, he's back there in the pocket for 5 seconds, throws a deep ball to God himself, and someone catches it. Most likely being Restrepo.
I'll go. Okay, here's what I do. I'll go Jackson Dart's arm power, and then I'll go with Cam Ward's vision.
Okay. I can see that. Okay, next up we got accuracy. I think it's pretty obvious. We got to go Shador here.
I go Dylan Gabriel.
No, I was gonna say Dylan
Over
Gabriel.
Shador?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comfortably too.
Yeah, literally. I literally said on my quarterbacks list.
Like I've stated, I think he's the. I might have said I think he's the most accurate quarterback in the NCAA.
In this draft, he just can't move. Is there a problem, Cameron? Like,
no, I'm researching something to make sure.
I'll probably go Austin Simmons. To be honest, no, Austin Simmons. Nah, let me chill. Tell him we need it. Tell him we need it. What you researching?
Researching. So as I said, I'm still taking Shador. Shador through 74% completion. Dylan Gabriel through 72% completion. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Shador.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, that's you. Me? I'm gonna turn up. Next up, we got mobility.
Christian.
Lenore.
Mobility? Oh, Milrow.
Probably Jalen Milrow.
Milrow,
yeah,
not
Milrow.
close.
I was gonna say Lenore Sellers, but Jalen Milrow.
You just want to say that, like.
I mean, Cam, be honest. If you said college quarterbacks in general, would you have not taken him?
No, Milrow. What?
Actually, nah. Milrow's, he can't daddle.
Why are you doing your range thing?
I promise you, my check can do that jump.
But yeah, I'd take Milrow. Probably not even close, to be honest.
Instead of, I was gonna do processing, but that's the same thing as vision.
Clutch.
What about clutch?
Clutch, I might take Dart.
I won't. Remix, and I made it in 30 seconds against Florida.
Happened in one game.
How many times do you think these quarterbacks are getting put in clutch situations? Cam Ward is put in one every game and performs.
Every game?
He got strip sacked against Georgia Tech. Is that what you about to say?
I'm glad you said it before I did.
You about to say when he got strip sacked against Georgia Tech
because he held the ball too long?
It's not his fault.
Matter of fact,
what do you mean it's not his fault?
Clutch, I might take either. Yeah, I might take either Jackson Dart or
I go Cam Ward for clutch.
Will Howard.
I feel like it's Will Howard or Cam Ward for me. I'm going Cam Ward.
Cam Ward is everything.
But I'm not. I'm not gonna take Cam Ward twice. So I'll go Shador.
Yeah, I can see Shador. I probably go.
If we're going on the standard of only using the quarterback once,
I'll go. Since I already used Shador, I'll go Will Howard.
Okay.
All right, sir. Next up, we got our next segment. We want to talk about the spring game. What did y'all like and what didn't y'all like about the South Carolina spring game that we went to last Friday? My fault. We saw a couple of our fans there. We took some pics. We had a great time out there.
What I didn't like,
Martin,
Aaron Nolan. The game itself.
Wait, franchise, before you finish talking. Who, Martin?
What do you mean?
Martin, Gabe, Christian. What other fans? The three.
We took some pictures with some fans.
Like,
Yeah. Dang, bro.
They was definitely fans. Come on now.
But nah. As far as what I didn't like, okay, so let's say if I'm a recruiter or something like that, and I've never seen Lenore Sellers play at all. He didn't look too good.
He was taking it easy.
He wasn't
It's all good.
trying.
That's okay. And then other than that, Aaron Nolan, terrible. He's trash.
Okay,
he's trash.
I'm gonna just throw this out here. I'm gonna throw the stats out here. Cutter Wood, 6 for 13, 120 yards and an interception. Lenore Sellers, 4 for 7, 60 yards. It took 2 sacks. Dowdy, 10 for 12, 85 yards and a touchdown. And
who?
Dowdy, number 9.
JJ McCarthy? Oh, yeah.
It's not JJ McCarthy. Either way. Aaron Nolan played so bad, I couldn't even find any stats on him. I just know he threw 2 picks. That's all I know.
Yeah, he's trash.
Nobody even felt the need to throw stats up there.
It can be a mean quarterback.
Obviously, Lenore's wasn't trying in the spring game. I'm not gonna say. Well, he did hand off the ball a lot, but at the same time, I feel like he has his spot. He has his spot solidified. He obviously didn't get to play as much as the other quarterbacks. You can only do so much when your O-line is getting you hassled every 2 plays.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying that's a huge excuse for how he played, but at the same time, like, he also got spring MVP, so the spring game does not mean everything just overall for spring practice. I mean, it's not like he's a bad quarterback.
Yeah, at all.
But the white boy,
Talking about Cutter Woods,
the other one.
Oh, Dowdy got some dog in him. I promise you got some dog in him.
JJ McCarthy, nice boy.
Dowdy got some dog in him.
JJ McCarthy is nice.
Okay, dang.
JJ McCarthy, bro.
Bro, he's wearing number 9. He had the JJ McCarthy drip. Like, it's about. But nah, like
what a jersey? Like what's JJ McCarthy drip?
The little towel and junk.
Every quarterback uses a towel. Like what?
Nah, bro, I don't hear that.
I'm gonna say Kobe Fuller drip.
Nah, bro. Yeah, Aaron Nolan look awful.
Yeah,
he looked awful. He did a junk I do in EA when you back up too far, you fire and it's inaccurate. It's a pick. He did that exact thing in real life. He backed up. He said, well, I said, yeah, he meant to throw a pick. He threw it, picked off.
You wonder why he transferred from Ohio State and then he goes and plays like that. And you understand why. He was never going to be Julian saying out for that starting spot. Ever. Yeah, ever. And I don't understand why he went to South Carolina of all teams. He should have went group of 5.
My team, okay. Like, all right. Just keep showing the junk, bro. Yeah, acting like we just getting blown out in the series or something like that. Like, hey,
it's 91-74.
I said blown out in the series.
I couldn't imagine losing the game. But...
Okay, y'all playing the Grizzlies. I hope y'all did beat them in 4 games.
They got Jay and Morant though, and JJJ. That's caught.
Well, he's trash, though.
Well,
anyway, I do want to throw a little bit of Bryce Underwood in there. He looked a little decent. The offense looked limited. He didn't really look too comfortable, but he did go out there and he threw for 12 for 25, 187 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Feel like he has a lot of potential, a lot of upside. I just think he needs to get adjusted. I don't know if y'all boys had a chance to look at how he played, but just my thoughts on that. Yeah, people think that he's not worth the NIL deal, whatever. Whether you believe that or not, you have yet to see him play. Hopefully, Michigan expands the offense a little bit to let him actually do what he needs to do. But yeah. Low-key, we can say that for next pod. We already been on this jump for a little minute. We're not gonna save this for the next pod. We're gonna do this now. What's our playoff brackets? We're gonna talk about our NBA playoff brackets real quick before we let y'all boys out.
can go game by game.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So starting with the Thunder and Grizzlies. I had Thunder in 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate that. I chose Thunder in 5 just because I believe John and them might win a game at home. That's
It's
their only chance.
It's Ja, JJJ, and who else? No, I team no.
Because I don't know if it was true, just because of the account that he said, but there is a possibility Shea and Shaq could be sitting out the rest of the Grizzlies series because we believe that we can still beat the Grizzlies without both of those players. And honestly,
that's
I think
nasty word.
For real.
So, like, I feel like they might get one game off, and that's it.
Cam, what about you?
Yeah, I took the Thunder in 4 against the Grizzlies. I don't really see the Grizzlies putting up much of a fight.
Next game is the Nuggets and the Clippers. I had Nuggets in 7.
I had the Nuggets in 6. That's what I did on Saturday. But after seeing yesterday's game, I might bump it up to 7. And I say the Nuggets will win in 7, but it's honestly a lot more even than people think. Because Kawhi is... I've not seen Kawhi hoop like this in some years. Like in a long time. That man dropped like dang near a 39-point double-double the other day. He's been hooping.
Cam, what you?
I'm taking the Nuggets in 6. I don't care about Kawhi. I don't care about none of that.
All right.
Nuggets in 6.
All right. And Lakers and Timberwolves. Y'all gonna hate me. You're disappointed. I got Timberwolves in 6, bro.
I don't hate it. I really don't.
I got Timberwolves in 6. Like y'all don't have the trench work to be going back and forth with them.
Y'all depth chart is
I'm about to say
garbage.
Let's not forget Jackson Hayes is a walking cone. Like Rudy Gobert licking his lips when you see him pregame. I promise you.
He looking at his lips last game?
Yeah, how much Rudy Gobert played like garbage. But you know who didn't play like garbage? Nas Reed. That brother is nice.
I guess.
But I did choose Lakers in 6 only because I feel like the playoff experience on that team very much so differs from the Timberwolves. Like almost everybody on that Timberwolves roster, I don't think has made it past the second or third round. Whereas both Luka and LeBron, who are obviously leading this team, have both been to the finals. LeBron 10 times. If there's anybody who knows how to win or at least make it there, it's him. I feel like the Lakers could take this at 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, give me the Lakers at 6 as well. It's not really. I mean, I just feel like that. LeBron just needed a fill-out game. That's really it.
Right. Next up is the Rockets and Warriors. Okay. Now, thing with me, I had the Warriors in 7. But now, okay, if Jimmy Butler's playing, if he plays the rest of the series, we win in like 6 games. If he doesn't, we lose in like what, 5? Because Jimmy Butler, he's locking out Jalen Green. Jalen Green, you saw he put up game 1. He put up a smooth 8 points, 1 of like 2 of 15 from the field, something like that.
That's only because Jalen Green's inconsistent as a mess.
And Jimmy Butler locking that up. That's the reason. Yeah, like I said, Butler's playing. I see we win in 6. If he doesn't, we lose in 5.
Or lose in 6. Got the Rockets in 5. I mean, they have no playoff experience either. But Curry and Butler is really all the Warriors got. And Butler might not play for the next 2 games. And Draymond Green will get you a calm, cool, and collective 7, 9, and 5.
He ain't lying.
So I got the Rockets. They outmatched the Warriors in bigs. The only real big man they got is Post. I'm not really counting Kuminga because he
he's a
mostly
rookie.
plays forward.
Yeah, man.
And Sengun obviously outmatches that. Jalen Green, Curry can't athletically keep up with Jalen Green like at all. And defensively, the Rockets are way better than the Warriors are. So I got them at 5.
It'd be Moses Moody. Yeah, he's actually been a really good defender this year. He'd be guarding Jalen Green if it would have come down to
shoot.
it. Who can't shoot?
Him and Buddy Hield both can't shoot.
No, he can shoot. Buddy Hield is one. Get him off the team next year. I do not want to see him wearing number 7 next year for this team. I don't want to see Buddy Hield. He came in averaging a smooth 20-something points.
David, you want to know something?
Yep.
On everything, if you look at one of our past broadcasts, I don't think my team was on that night. You were talking about how good Buddy Hield was playing. I was like, give it a month. I kid you. I promise you. Now that man's good and trash.
It's like, how do you feel? Okay, it's like, how do you feel when you, as a Buddy Hield, you come off the floor, you went out there, you went out there played about 25 minutes, dropped the smooth 3 points, 107 from the field, 104 from 3, and you see Curry with 42 points. How do you even look at that man, bro? Come on now.
Good
How do you
and
even look at
trash.
him?
Playing Clay.
Oh no, we saw playing Clay had what, 35, 30 something other night.
Not this year.
Nah, bro, chill. He ain't know though. He ain't know at that time. He ain't know at that time. Okay, round 2. Western Conference semifinal. It'd be the Thunder and the Nuggets.
Oh, I thought we were doing the East.
Oh wait, I'm bugging. I'm bugging. You're right. Okay, for the East, it'd be the Cavs and the Heat. I got Cavs in 4. No, yeah, 4. Cavs in 5. I feel like the Heat gonna snag one.
On the list, I have the Cavs at 5. But with the way it's been looking, the Cavs and the Heat is no better than the Thunders and the Grizzlies. I got the Cavs in 4, low key.
Give me the Cavs
Heat has been playing like hot trash. And the Cavs haven't even been playing that crazy. Besides Donovan Mitchell game 1, I just don't think that he can keep up. They literally cannot. There's only so much you can do when one of the best scorers on your team is the backup point guard. And he's dropping you, 16, 17. But, like, that's not going to get the game done when you got 4 people on Cleveland dropping the same amount of points. So, I got Cavaliers at 4 now.
Yeah, give me the Cavaliers at 4 as well. But he's just they don't got enough to keep up with the Cavaliers. We'll be real.
Second game you go Pacers and Bucks. I got Pacers in. What's the series right now? 2-0?
Mm-hmm.
I got Pacers in 5, bro. I mean, Dame's back, sure. They might snag one, but for some reason, I feel like the Pacers are like the sleeper team in the entire playoffs, boy.
Still
the Pacers gonna have a calm. Nah, let me chill. I'm
about to say they still
but like
suck.
nah, they don't say that. They actually complete as a team though. But I got them in 5 games versus the Bucks. Man, Halliburton.
I put them in 6 only because me personally. Okay, for one, before I even get to that, please, for the love of God, somebody just throw a contract at Giannis next year. Please get him out of there.
Might say, bro, he need to go to a team like the Heat.
Anyway, he dropped 34 and 38 on back-to-back nights. 14 rebounds and 17 rebounds on back-to-back nights and over 6 assists on both those nights. And they lost both of those games by over 20 points. Kyle Kuzma last game, I just brought it up.
He good and trash.
And I already knew this, but I had to show it. 22 minutes of basketball. Starting small forward. Dame did not play. KPJ is technically the second scorer they need, but Kyle Kuzma is literally what they traded for. He's there to score. And y'all want to know what he did in that 22 minutes of basketball?
It's like After dropping 0-0 and 0 with 2 fouls, it's like
He
you
had
going,
nothing but 2 fouls. He went
bro?
0
Me,
for 5, 0 for 2, and 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
I walk in that locker room.
Garbage.
I'm not even looking at Giannis. I promise you, I'm walking the other way. I'm not even about to go near Giannis' way. Not about to mess around with that, bro. I promise you, I'm
Like
not.
that RDC skit.
Yes,
I
bro.
got the Pacers in 6.
Oh, I had
But
LeBron.
I don't blame the franchise for putting them in 5 because, like, yeah, Dame is back now, but the man just got done with blood clots. He only dropped 14 yesterday. There's only so much he can do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they ended the series in 5, maybe even 4.
Y'all boys are gonna be mad at me. Give me the Bucks in 7. I
knew
feel
that
like
was
they're
coming.
gonna tie this series up 2-2. The next game they're gonna come different, and y'all boys gonna be like, "Oh shoot, Cam was right." They're gonna tie the series up 2-2. The Pacers are gonna win Game 6. It's gonna be 3-2, and then the Bucks are gonna come. I mean, Game 5. The Pacers are gonna win Game 5. Then the Bucks are gonna come back and win the series. Give me the Bucks in 7.
It's whatever. The next game. Now, honestly, out of all the first round matchups, this was the most exciting to
This
me.
was
It's the
the
Knicks and
hardest
the
one.
Pistons. It's the Knicks and the
This was
Pistons. I got Knicks in 7. I got Knicks in 7. I mean, this is gonna be for sure a great. I'm talking about down to the wire. Every game of the series is gonna be down to the wire.
A much greater series than people thought it was. Like, the fact that the website says the Knicks have an 83% chance of winning the series is
That's not
crazy to me because it's much closer than that.
Yeah.
I did pick the Knicks in 7, but if I had to choose, I want the Pistons to win more.
I want the Knicks to win because
I
of
feel
Brunson.
like they could also have the opportunity to win, but I chose the
Brunson,
Knicks
though.
in 7 just because I feel like they're an older team and I feel like they have a better chance of winning.
But Brunson, though.
Cade Cunningham.
Mikal. Want to keep going? That's what I thought. You were just saying it's in them? Cade and them? What you gonna say next?
Malik Beasley.
OG. Cat.
Asar.
Josh Hart. Oh, who?
Tim Hardaway.
Okay. Next. Oh, actually, no, Ken, what'd you have?
Give me the Knicks in 6. Definitely an exciting series, but I just see the Knicks pulling away with it a little bit. Give me them in 6.
Okay. And then the final of the Eastern Conference is the Celtics and the Magic. Give me Celtics in 4. Not even thinking or to give it twice on that or anything of that. Celtics in 4. Not even close.
I put the Celtics in 5. Y'all know I love Paolo Banchero, but
Tatum is out though, I think.
I'm about to say Tatum was out today, and the Celtics, they didn't give him belt like they did the first game, but they still won by 9 points. There's only so much you can do when Paolo dropped 32, 9, and 7 with 2 blocks. And Franz Wagner played good. He dropped 25, 4, and 4. The rest of the team was just out there running. We got 3 people at the bottom of the list who had at least 7 minutes of playing time with no points. That's not how you win a basketball game, especially when you got the second-ranked highest offense in the league, but ironically, they also have the second-ranked lowest defense. And obviously, when the Celtics is such a strong scoring team, they're gonna come up short, and that's exactly what happened today, even without Tatum. So, I got the Celtics at 5.
I'm gonna start this off with a story time. I was at work and I was cashiering, and then there's this dude from produce who came up, and randomly another one of my coworkers asked, "Hey Cam, do you think the Celtics can beat the Magic? Like, you think they can sweep them?" I was like, "Of course, I think the Celtics can sweep them." Today, I've met my first Magic fan in real life, because the dude who was in my line from produce, apparently he's a Magic fan, and he pleaded up and down that the Magic can beat the Celtics. Now, I want whatever type of delusion he's on. The Celtics, they easily outmatched the Magic. They're going to give them belt every single game of the series. Give me the Celtics in 4. It's not even close.
Okay. Second round. Western Conference
We going all the way
semifinals.
through.
Like to the finals? Yeah, we're going all the way. It'll be Nuggets and Thunder in the first game of round 2. Oh, not first game, but first. Yeah, you know what I mean. I go Nuggets in 6. You tripping? Thunder in 5. You crazy? Thunder. You think Thunder in 5?
I
You
did
crazy?
this. I did this.
Oh, Thunder in 6. Tripping. I go Nuggets in 6, and I stand on that because you gotta look. They got overdose. They got playoff Jamal Murray. They got Jokic. You know what I'm saying? You
I
know,
thought
I'm just
no
smooth.
crib.
That nigga's trash. That nigga's trash.
Who, overdose? Overdose is not trash, bro. Overdose is not trash.
I'm
Stop
talking
calling
about
overdose
Jamal
trash.
Murray.
Oh, you tripping? He gonna show you. I got Nuggets in 6 though.
You tweaking.
I'm pretty sure we know who I got in 6. I mean, we got the future MVP. We got 2 J Wills. One of them's Duke Dennis. We got Abraham Lincoln. We got 7-foot Blake Griffin. I could keep going, but I'm not going to. I got the Thunder in 6.
Give me the Thunder in 5. I feel like the Nuggets haven't really played as good as they have in previous years. Give me the Thunder in 5.
It also, might I add, they gotta give Jokic a break eventually, which obviously they do give him a lot of PT, but like they can't play him 40 minutes for every game. That's gonna strain him, especially for the future of the playoffs. And the Nuggets are literally the worst team in the league statistically when that young man is not on the floor. Mind you, we got depth for days. We can take Shea off the floor and we still gonna keep hooping. They can't do that. So that's another reason I got us at 6.
Okay, next matchup. Well, I chose the Warriors. It'd be Timberwolves and Warriors. Now, I do hope that the Lakers win and the Warriors win because if both of those win, I mean it'd be Lakers versus Warriors in the second round.
We all know we eat good.
Yeah, promise you, it's feeding families. But if we're talking Timberwolves and Warriors, I go Timberwolves in like what 5, 4 maybe. Go Timberwolves in like 5. I mean, we just don't have the big man to compare.
Yeah, I have the complete opposite of you. I got the Lakers versus the Rockets, and I got the Lakers in 6 because yes, the Rockets are technically a better
They got
team,
shampoo.
but for some reason, whenever the Lakers go against a team that is literally better than them in every way, shape, or form, they somehow turn out to be the winners.
All right, and the Lakers in Cancun at the end of round 1. I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
Hey, don't be telling that to me. Tell that to him.
Ain't the truth. Y'all better stand down.
Go to Cancun for me. That makes it easier for us.
It's awesome. Ain't the truth. Y'all better stand down.
He gonna show y'all.
I had the Lakers versus the Warriors. Feel like the Warriors barely snuck past the Rockets. They're not doing much with the Lakers. Curry, Furry, Jury. Lakers in 5. And I'm so serious. I had that as my pick.
5 is crazy.
You're trash.
My team. I hope y'all get bounced out, bro. I really hope y'all do. Y'all get bounced out. I promise you're not hearing the end of me. I swear you're not.
Obviously.
All right.
We at least making semifinals, bro.
Even if y'all do make it to the finals, I don't see y'all beating the Celtics.
Yes. They're not making it anyway.
Who you got making it? Don't say the Cavs.
I mean, we just gonna spoil our picks. Why don't we?
My bad. I mean, that's me though. That's me. All right. But now, what's the next game? Oh, it's the Cavs and the Pacers for the first game of the Eastern Conference. I got Cavs in 6.
Yeah, I got the Cavs at 5. The Pacers, I don't get the Bucks are so trash. Other than Giannis, That's the only reason they're getting the easiest trip down memory lane to the second round.
I think
And
they
that
played them
trip
last
down
year
memory
too.
lane is really about to get struck down like it did in Inside Out, bro. The Cavaliers about to beat them in 5.
I have the Cavs versus the Bucks, and I got the Cavs in 4. They're sweeping that pretty easily.
Okay.
Then I got the New York Knickerbockers versus the Celtics.
Yeah, I do too.
Round.
Me too.
I got Celtics
and I
in
got
5,
the Celtics in 6.
I got the Celtics in 6 as well.
I got them in 5, man. Okay. Now we're Western Conference third round.
Yeah.
This gonna feed some families. Promise you.
Now I probably should have
It's a
OKC in here.
BS.
Nah, I don't even care. I got Nuggets and Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals.
Brother, what?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Actually, I probably should change that, but it's hold on. Let me see. Nah, hold on. Oh, I don't think y'all are beating the Nuggets. I might. It's whatever. But
anyway,
either way,
let me go ahead and get to my pick. I put Thunder in 7. I think y'all gonna give a good fight, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Honestly, we finally got a fully healthy team. It is playoff time. When Shea gets going, we know he gets going. I'm not saying LeBron and Luka obviously don't. They obviously do. But I think y'all beat us twice this season. We beat y'all once. That one time was the only time we had a fully healthy team against y'all. I got us winning in 7. Maybe 6. I see no less than 6 games, though. Y'all are going to put up a pretty great fight. But we're going to win.
I agree. But maybe it's my bias talking. I don't know. Give me Lakers in 7.
In my bracket, I got the Thunder and the Timberwolves. But I go
Belt the ass.
Now we saw. Aren't y'all 1-1 in the regular season? I go Timberwolves in like 7.
Belt the ass. I'll get belt to ass.
You know what happens every time you say that.
Hey, we only got 14 losses. I mean, can't say
flex in the jump.
What?
Man, flexing.
We only got 14 losses.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Y'all ain't touched that.
I mean,
this year.
Oh, I'm about to say, boy, you better add that this year. You better add that this year. I promise you, I'm about to. 7-3-9. Like, come on now. I promise you, I was about to get right.
But now we got the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll go first because since we already brought up the topic, can't talk about some spoilers. I got Cavs in 6. Beating the Celtics.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I got
and like I know what y'all are saying. They made it there last year. Yes, their team is all around, probably one of the best teams in the league, and probably a better team, debatably a better team defensively than the Cavs. But
I don't think that's. Well, I mean, they do that even more.
Here's my reasoning. For one, we won against the Cavs twice this season. They beat us once. It was a close game. Second game, we beat them and we blew them out. So that's that. We also played the Celtics twice this season. Mind you, we only lost to one Eastern Conference team this whole year, and that was the Cavs. But we played the Celtics as well twice this season. Blew them out both games. Both those games, we didn't have Chet or Hartenstein, and we beat them both those games. Tatum and Jaylen Brown played terrible. And if the Cavaliers have a caliber team to beat us once in, I think it was like a 9-point game, and then still have the second best record in the league and clear the Eastern Conference playoffs, I believe they'll beat the Celtics too.
Regular season, the playoffs are different. I'm telling you. That's in every sport. Regular season ain't got nothing to do with the playoffs. Whole different ball game then.
I got the Cavs over the Celtics, bro.
Give me Celtics in 6.
I'm gonna say, give me the Celtics in 6 as well.
Nah, fam.
I got Ant making the finals though. Cause he's the truth.
Get a load of this guy.
He's the truth. But at the end of the day, you still give me Celtics in like 6. I mean, Celtics. I feel like they're gonna win it all, no matter who they go against in the finals.
I feel like you're wrong. I feel like we're going against Cleveland, and I feel like we're beating them in 6, maybe even 5. Because, like I said, they beat us once in a close game, and then we blew their ass out in their home court.
You just think y'all are 16-17 Warriors, huh, boy? I think
we're 68-14.
Y'all not nice though.
What are you doing?
Y'all not nice though.
I guess we're not nice, bro.
Anyway, I have the Lakers versus the Celtics, and give me the Lakers in 6. This is Bron's 5th ring.
This is Bron's 5th ring.
This is Bron's 5th ring. Very well deserved. Luka might win Finals
give
MVP.
Curry the Finals MVP.
But that's okay. What?
Might as well give Curry the Finals MVP against the Pistons.
What do you mean?
I'm saying you might as well have franchise make the Warriors go to the finals against the New York Knickerbockers or the Pistons and have Curry win Finals MVP. With the way
if he do that, if he does that, he's officially better than Bron.
And cruise through all this comp at the age of 87.
LeBron,
but we lost.
He's just so great, man.
Help! We lost. Help! bro, nah, bro. We got Pat Spencer in the game. Yeah. We were asking to lose, but he got 11 minutes.
Kuminga is 4 for 12, bro.
Bro, help. Help Steph.
Curry is 6 for 15.
Well, I mean, he's the only one putting up shots. So what you expect? Help. Bro,
Podolski is all.
Bro, help.
Podolski is 0-5.
Help.
He just hit a Kyle Kuzma literally 14 minutes. No stats. He doesn't even have any fouls. He's dead, just been running.
Help. Bro, help him.
Cam, look at what they have below his profile, bro. Can you read that?
Yeah, dang.
I'm talking about what it says in red right here.
Bro, help.
Cardio?
Bro, help. Like,
bro, okay, Jaden, dang.
Nah, bro, they're not helping him.
Bro, they don't put Aaron Holiday in the game on y'all, bro. That's good.
Bro, Jalen Green got 40.
They didn't put Uncle Jeff in the game, bro. They didn't put Jeff Green.
Bro, Jalen Green has 40, bro. He wouldn't do that if Jimmy Butler was still playing. I promise you. He wouldn't do that if Butler was still in.
You know what would have happened still?
What?
Sengun dropping 17, 16, and 7.
They would have still lost, though. I don't care nothing about that.
And you can't even see that jump. It says McDonald's are bringing back McCrispy strips next week.
Because what else? Right? Because what else?
We eat good, boy. But yeah. Anything else that we haven't talked about, we're gonna save it for next pod.
In 2 hours and 3 minutes. Tough work.
Yeah, this show was not supposed to be that long
at all.
What when y'all think we back Saturday?
What's today?
Wednesday.
Sure.
I got prom on Saturday.
Bro, let me see Jimmy Butler's fall. Jimmy Butler
Friday.
Oh, that's his tailbone is broken. No, his tailbone is broken.
Yeah, that's good and cooked. Good and cooked.
That's serious.
Good and cooked.
There is no his tailbone is not broken.
See, I can really tell the future. That's how I knew the Rockets was gonna make it all the time.
And it's Draymond's fault. Bro, we should have, bro. Look, we should have got Draymond up out of there. Him and Clay traded them, kept Poole, right? We kept Poole. We still got Butler and Jimmy. Bro, I promise we good. Like,
Bro, Draymond Green is literally a decoy candidate, and you're complaining.
I don't care. I'm tired of him putting up 9, 9, and 8 every game. It's not doing us no justice.
A triple single like that can do a lot.
I bet it can. It can do a lot from the bench, though. It's where he need to be.
Don't start Post over him?
109.94, bro.
Or Looney
No,
Tunes?
Post can play the 5. Like, Post is at least 7-1.
Yes. Too bad him and Looney Tunes are both trash.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right. I appreciate y'all boys for watching another episode of the 2 Minute Drill Podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm Cam, that's Jaden, and other Jaden. We call him my team. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all go follow the socials so y'all can see when we post clips. We're gonna get some clips up there real soon. Yeah. Martin, what are you doing? I promise you not real. I promise you not real. We got this man doing fireball juice on the pod. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Peace. Peace.